Okay. All right, we're gonna cape out this deer real quick, you guys. I've got my Silver Stag combo pack. That's a boning knife. That's a skinning knife with a gut hook on it. Show you guys how I do things. We're gonna ring around his leg right up here. Make sure you don't cut this tendon. Trick to cleaning a deer and doing a good job, having a nice knife. Follow this right here. That's why I like the gut hook. I can follow the crease all the way down, just like that. Get your gut hook in there. Follow that crease all the way down, just like that. The reason I cut up real high, I use this very top tendon right underneath the foot because I want to keep this hair away from the meat. Get that started. This actually pulls down really easy, just like that. We'll do the same thing on this side. I got to give a big shout out to my friend Tim DeTilio. He actually built my flatbed for my truck and made this crane. Crane works great for hanging up deer, pulling gators out of the boat, and you name it. So Tim did a great job with that. Thank you very much, bud. A lot of times I'll just hold his feet between my legs, and then you throw that over the back. That's a lot better than coming down the center because you get a lot of hair on the meat that way. You don't want that. Just like that. These deer will peel like this. Even big bucks that we kill in Iowa and Midwest, they'll all peel down. Level, just about right there. Good. Now we will go ahead and just make sure you're cutting from the inside out. When you're caping a deer, this is what you want for a shoulder or pedestal mount, about midway through the back, all the way up to the neck, just like that. We want to follow these seams. See where the white meets the brown? We're going to follow this right up. That gut hook, just like that. And let that just follow that seam right to there. Follow that right up there. See how that, I followed the white seam. Good. Okay, just like that.
Visst mamma.
Make sure you don't cut through the cape, because then your taxidermist will have to sew it back together and you'll see a little bit of a seam there. Now I'm going to leave a little bit of neck so the taxidermist knows what size mannequin or what size mold to use. Thank you, honey. Thank you for that. Was that a loss of words?
Normally you're at a loss of words when you look at me, but you know.
There you go. Now what we have, perfectly caped out deer, plenty of hide. We'll bag this up, freeze it, and take the taxidermist. All right, so a lot of you guys up north, you'll take your deer, skin them out, and hang them in a cooler. You know, walk-in cooler for 3, 4, 5, 10 days, whatever. What I do is I quarter the deer out, throw it in an Engel cooler, let that ice get all around the deer, let it sit for 2, 3 days. Every day I'll drain any of the water off and add a little bit more of the ice.
Before you freeze it?
Like yeah, before I freeze it. And you know, after letting it sit in the cooler for a few days, then I'll take it out, trim it up, cube it. Look at that, nice big shoulder. Nice deer, man. I'll just take this little boning knife and I'll joint it. Cut it like that. Cut it right on the edge of the joint.
Your arm's in the way.
Just like that. Good. Throw that on ice. All right, now we're gonna cut out the back straps. There's a lot of silver skin and fat that you've got to get through in order to get a really nice back strap off this deer, and I'll show you how to. Just make your first cut right along that backbone, all the way down at the base of the ham or the hind quarter. Once you've made your cut up top, use your thumb, gently pull it out, and just fillet this out, just like you're filleting a fish. Follow the backbone, and what I'm cutting out right now is called the back strap. This is many people's favorite cut off of a deer. But now don't cut all the way through over there. Just get the meat coming out. I'll show you why. Just fillet it on.
Why is it everybody's favorite?
Because it's the most tender, it's the easiest to trim. Okay, take your hands and just trim that, and it'll come right out of its sheath there. Then you've got a big, nice deer backstrap, tenderloin. Throw it in the ice. You always want to use a good cooler, because the last thing you want to do is leave your meat for a few days, come back, have no ice and a bunch of rotten meat. That's not an ideal situation. Okay, so follow this just like the other side. Just like that. Now, obviously, because you're different handed, it's going to be a little bit different cut on both sides. So I sort of cut the opposite direction, just like this. Take your knife, work it down there, and I'm sort of cutting from the outside in, and it comes out real nice, just like that. But on this one, what I do, take your hands, get in here, and you'll feel that sheath. You'll feel it right there, and just pull that off. Second back strap going in here. Let this just trim out. You're gonna have what's called hanging loins. These are the tenderloins right here, just like that. And then take your fingers, get in here. There'll be little sheaths of fat and membrane. Get that off. Tenderloin. The reason it was a little lighter in color than the rest of the meat was because it had ice actually packed right on it. These tenderloins come right out real nice and easy. Make sure you get all this outside membrane. Nice, beautiful tenderloin. Going in the ice. All right, now we'll get these ribs out. Okay, so follow that down just like that.
Just like a triangle, Tom.
Yeah, just follow that down both sides of the ham. Turn it around, just like this. And then you'll follow this little, there's a bone that comes out right here. Follow this down, cut out. Follow that hip. Same thing on this side. Like that.
Oh, I just saw that.
Knife right in the mark. Ah! Call me a doctor, y'all. And my little boning knife just got the best of me just then. Little rascal. But it ain't like it's gonna end my day or make me stop cleaning deer. See that? You're looking for that ball socket right there. And then you
your hand's in the way.
You get your knife in there like that and then cut around it. There. Now it's released. Now you do the same thing over on this side. You'll find that little ball socket right there. Get your knife into it. It'll come out. There you go. Now your deer literally should just, your hand should just separate itself. Just like that. Now on my gimbal, I've got hooks so it doesn't fall. There you go. Take this. Watch out, remember. There. That's what we're gonna do. That's another reason I cut way up here. I can hang this just like that. I've got good control of it. Once you get that cut there. Good. Okay. There we go. One more. All right. Now, literally, I could forget about this deer for a week just to be ice in this cooler. That's what I'm talking about. So, good times. Even though I nicked my thumb, got our deer clean, got her head caped out, and we're ready to go back to the house and do some more editing. That's what I do whenever I don't know what I'm gonna do.